Welcome back to the second half of the show with the Takeover with Dami Oke. Now, we've got some special guests in the building, starting with Chidera. She is a model and influencer. Also, Princess too. She is a lady in the corporate world, but also a model too, because she's fun. Look at her. Also, Bibi Raii. She is a radio host and an interior designer as well. Welcome, ladies. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Good. How is the traffic and all of that? Terrible.
Traffic is the ghetto.
The traffic is the ghetto.
It's the ghetto.
It's the ghetto.
Yeah,
do you guys know what we're talking about today? I didn't tell y'all, but I just, wanted y'all to be just coming with fresh eyes and fresh minds on it. So today we're talking about daddy issues and sugar babies. Yeah, We're talking about daddy issues and sugar babies. Now, before we delve into it properly, what do you think daddy issues are?
When you grow up without a male influence in your life, and a father figure per se.
Yeah.
And you kind of just grew up having that void and empty space in your heart, in your life, where I guess only a father's love can really fill. You grow up with that kind of imbalance. There's that thing missing, and you grow up with those issues. So whether it's craving the attention of men or craving love, or you start acting out, these are, I think, what daddy issues can stem from.
Do you guys agree, or?
Pretty much.
I agree with her.
Yeah. And what about being a sugar baby?
It's an extension of daddy issues, but with the bag. You know what I'm saying? I got daddy issues, but I'm also looking for a bag. Run me my check.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Daddy issues with a bag. Another angle. She's like, well,
Not that.
that's another angle. So, do any of you have you guys any of you self-diagnosed and think you have daddy issues, or you think y'all are good?
I'm good.
You're good, Princess.
Are you good? Princess, are you good?
I'm good.
You're good. So none of y'all think you have
good.
daddy issues.
I think everybody has daddy issues, actually.
Yeah.
I think literally everybody, because even the people that have a father figure in their life growing up, especially if you are in a Nigerian household,
Yeah.
a Nigerian dad is not the most affectionate dad. He's not the most let's spend daddy-daughter bonding time all the time. Tell me about your boyfriend. Tell me about your life.
Tell daddy about your boyfriend.
Right, exactly.
What?
So I think we all have daddy issues, and if you didn't have your dad with you growing up day in, day out, like I didn't, then it kind of it presents itself in different ways.
Did you to you guys, Princess and Chidera, did you have your dad in your life growing up?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Both of you did.
Very much. I still have him so much in my life.
So I can tell Chidera is a daddy's girl. Look at her. She's like, yeah, my dad. You're a daddy's girl, aren't you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have daddy
You don't have daddy issues. I think I got daddy issues. I'm the weirdest one out of it, because I have a stepdad. And
He's
then
the best.
Yes, he's the bestest human in the world. And I also have a biological father. So I have daddy issues because of that. I still got lots of love growing up and everything. And I still had a father figure growing up, but I also had this kind of void of biological father situation-ish. But when I was looking into this topic, I was like, did it deal with a lot of questions, a lot of things going up in your life? You don't actually realize just how much it affects you. And I saw a really popular quote that went out there, that just because you have both parents growing up doesn't stop you from having daddy issues.
Absolutely.
It doesn't stop you from having daddy issues. Just because your parents are, with each other or whatever, your dad could still be a dickhead. It could be...
Or he could just be absently present.
Absently present. Wow.
Yeah.
in space.
Exactly. He's occupying real estate. So he's there. And he's physiologically there. No. And I love my dad. I, to a certain extent, would actually count myself as a daddy's girl. But also on the other side, your dad may be there physically and just not really there mentally.
Yeah.
You may not know the intrigues of your life and the deeper relationships, such as who's your best friend? Oh, did you and Dami go to the cinema? What did you guys... Do you know what I'm saying? Your actual friend. There may be that kind of disconnect. And I think as a woman and as young women growing up, you actually need that a lot more than you think you do.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's absolutely true. Like actually having a companionship and a friendship with your dad. I think a lot of the time people don't realize that your father is actually your first love in terms of the first male figure you ever,
come in contact
with in your life. So like it makes a big impact whether you like it or not. Like, you don't even know it, but it actually does make a big impact at how other men treat you, how
you accept.
How you accept.
And studies actually show that you tend to like go for people that are similar to your dad.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is that true?
Boys tend to go for females who are similar to their mothers, where it's weird,
That's
but
actually very true.
Yeah, do you think you've dated guys that
that.
are like your dad?
Yeah.
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 there you go.
You think so? So like give me an example of like one person you dated and you're like, oh, this is like my dad. She's like,
Nah.
Oh. You don't need to say his name or nothing.
I mean, yeah, of course.
There was a particular guy.
Yeah.
How long
the
did
current, the current person.
Oh, the person you're dating now. Oh,
Yeah.
you in the relationship.
Yeah.
You're in a relationship, right? A real
Yeah, not an
Oh,
an actual thing.
But an actual thing. Okay, you're in a real relationship. That's amazing. How long you been together?
Well, that's really hard to explain because it's like,
It's been a thing for a while. And then
Yeah.
it just kind of, you didn't say.
so yeah, in the last few months, it's been really intentional. I would say that, yeah. So it's been going on and off, but like in the last few months, it's been really intentional.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, like, you're both like, okay, this is a relationship.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. What about you, Princess? Yeah, you better tell us the tea.
Yeah. I'm in a relationship for 2 years.
2 years.
Wow.
Teach us your ways, mom. Tell us. So do you think like he's like your dad or
He's everyone's dad.
what?
My friends, like
Everyone's dad. What do you mean?
Literally, like my friends call him daddy.
Hey,
What?
daddy.
No, like no.
I don't. Well,
Say it. Spill the tea.
I don't call him daddy though, and I think I'm your friend. So
Are you sure though?
I don't call him daddy.
Not daddy, but you refer to him as daddy.
Like he's like, oh hey dad. Like
Oh, like
he'll
he-
kind of take
our
care
daddy.
of everybody.
Yeah. Oh, he takes care of everyone.
Yeah,
He's that kind of personality. Okay, shout out to him. He's doing a real thing. What about yourself? Bibi Raii, tell us.
I am single.
Ready to mingle.
She's single, ready to mingle.
No.
Have you dated anyone that's kind of like your dad?
Yes, quite a few.
Do you think
Yeah,
you
you know,
gravitate towards men that are like your dad?
yeah, I guess so. And I'm realizing how it's not very productive. But like I said, my dad is I love my dad. Me and my dad are quite close. But obviously, it's important to not just look for what you were missing in one relationship in another. You should meet somebody and care for them and vibe with them for who they are, not for what you're lacking in other aspects of your life.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a big deal as well. But it's actually like when you see with daddy issues, it's like I think also with society now, do you get the notion that okay, if a girl is angry about something or upset about something, do you think a lot of people push the she has daddy issues narrative?
Yeah, I do.
You think like do you?
What do you mean angry and upset? Like
Let's say let's give an example of let's say a girl asks a guy like, oh, what are we? Or she wants to cuddle all the time, or she wants to see all the time, and she has some insecurity issues when it comes to you guys getting to know each other. Do you think like a lot of guys actually push that because she has daddy issues?
So
That's
people
why
just use the phrase just to avoid confrontation and all of that.
I agree with
Just
that.
to shove things under the carpet. Yeah. Just like, she just has daddy issues. Like,
Yeah.
that's,
I think it's
I'm not your daddy.
it's like a better and easier way of them saying, hey, that's not my responsibility.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself.
wow. I think I've seen that a lot. Like someone actually said it to me like, oh, you have daddy issues. That's why you're acting such a way. And I'm like, it didn't end well for him, but it's okay. That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. Now, on the matter of like daddy issues like leading up to being a sugar baby? Because I mean, we do call it sugar daddy at the end of the day. That complex that's there. Is it because? Do you think people call it sugar daddy because, you know, someone who acts like a father figure, aka takes care of you and all of that, and gives you all the things you need? Do you think that it stemmed from that having daddy issues, then a sugar daddy comes along, the ideal man that's giving you stuff?
I don't think
Not
so.
necessarily.
I don't think so
Not
either.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I feel like in the nuclear family unit, the whole idea. Okay, so if we look at the father figure for what it's supposed to be in the, you know, most patriarchal sense of a nuclear family, the father's supposed to be the provider, right? The protector.
Yeah.
And so I think that whole idea of sugar daddy doesn't stem from a young lady or young person rather who is experiencing some sort of like rift with their father, but more so because of the daddy aspects. They're providing you with your physiological needs and then you're giving them a little bit of sugar. So that's, I think, what it's Listen.
Okay, has any of y'all in this room been a sugar baby at some point?
No. I mean, speaking for myself.
Let's tell the truth. Let's break it down. Let's
There's a lot of looks flying around this room right
Yeah, everybody's looking at each other like, what's up? I don't know.
You want to tell us something?
No.
Because Princess looks like she got something to say.
She's really
No.
thinking like,
No.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sugar entanglements.
No sugar entanglement.
No.
Are you sure? Even by accident?
No.
Because there's some people that... Bibi?
Okay, daddy without the sugar.
Daddy,
Yeah.
okay, daddy without the sugar.
Nah.
No.
So like you wouldn't like an older man.
No.
How about you?
No, I don't.
You wouldn't date an older man?
Like way older than I am.
Like, okay, when I say not even way older, let's say 6 years, would you date?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
7 years?
Yeah.
10?
No.
You would,
It's a lot.
10's a lot. So someone was like, so what's the
Princess, look to the left.
what's the cutoff point for you? 7 years?
Yeah, 7, 8 years.
7, 8 years.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between 8 and 10?
10.
Yeah, what's the difference between 8 and 10?
I mean, 10 years, let's just say 10 years works, but to me, it's not really, it's more about
The person.
how you think, really, than your age. Because some people are that old and they just can't think properly.
That's so stupid.
And that's such a turn off.
That's
like,
still stupid.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, if you're a year
Tell me
or
why
two
you
older
angry.
than
I was just like, yeah, that's
Just
still
still
stupid.
stupid.
if you're a year or two older than I am and you're able to like
Have sense.
think properly,
Yeah.
then you're good.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't feel like I have to reach. Like, why do you have to be 10 years older than me to have sense?
Yeah.
Or for me to think that you have, like,
Right,
yeah.
right,
so
right.
like,
But I'm
I
gonna
don't try
ask
to
you
reach
like
so far.
hypothetical. What if you meet somebody and the person seems young? They're obviously like a young looking man or whatever. You find out that he's like what? Let's just say 12 years older than you. But you guys vibe intellectually. Then what happens? Are you gonna cut it off because okay, you're past my age limit, or?
I mean, I could, because being way older than the person you're with sometimes can cause some sort of you have to over respect me, because if we take the relationship aside, I'm not your mate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have that kind of
conversation.
argument with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what if he's not that kind of person?
I mean, I haven't met one like that, so. But I still don't think I'll date someone that's 12 years older than I am. Yeah.
But what if you've already met, like, maybe he lied about his age, or he didn't even tell you, it didn't even come up in conversation.
Well, you lied. You're out of the game.
You know what? Another
Facts is
angle.
facts.
You're right. What about you, Princess?
12, 10, yeah.
You date 12? Okay. Have
As
you?
long as, no, I haven't.
You haven't.
Yeah, my current relationship is my first. So.
Oh, and it's 2 years. Look at you. Going strong. That was actually so cute. Bibi, would you date a guy that's like way older? Have you been a sugar baby, and would you be a sugar baby?
For Idris Elba, anytime. He can call me anytime. He can get this work. Now I'm joking, he's married. Okay, so would I date somebody older? Yes. I feel like there's nothing wrong with dating somebody older. If we vibe intellectually, if you're not just if I'm not some sort of like a sick obsession for you to remain young, if I am not just like some sort of fountain of youth for you to feel like you're, you know, rejuvenating yourself, and, you know, if you like me from me, not because I'm X amount of years younger than you, then sure. But also, like Chidera said, I think it's tough to, I think in this Nigeria, like if a man is older, there's this kind of like, you must respect me.
Yeah,
you must do what, yeah, okay. You know, we're not doing that. But that's, I think, more here. Now, sugar baby, would I be a sugar baby? You see, I can't say that. I think I'd be a sugar entanglement.
No, break down sugar entanglement,
all right,
please.
so like there has to be like, I'm not going to pimp myself out just for the sake of it, you know, like it's not gonna happen that way. I'm not going to say that I am giving somebody my body just for monetary gain. That's like, I'm not doing that. If I have feelings for you and you happen to be rich, I mean, then shoot, spend it on me. Send some dollars my way. But if not, I'm not doing it just for a come up.
Money,
I'm not doing it for a for the money. I think that there's a million ways to hustle, and my body doesn't have to be one of them.
Right? I 100% down with that. I agree with that. Like, do you know what it is? I'm actually very jealous of sugar babies.
Me too.
I'm so jealous.
Lack of, like, it would be nice to not have
Morals.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle or anything. Shout outs to the sugar babies out there. Do you? That's great. Wonderful. Enjoy. But for me, like, I feel like I know, like, I'm working day in, day out. I'm sweating up and down. I should be a baby girl. I should be relaxing.
Yeah.
You know? I should just relax and be taken care of. But there I am working my butt off, and other ladies are just pulling up in Jaguars and G-Wagons.
Me too. I want G-Wagon.
You know, with their nails out of here, $1,000 wig. And what do you do? Oh, I'm just, you know, nothing. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
But somehow you just kind of have this peace of mind, and you really don't know how they feel about what's going on.
But I want to have peace of mind in a G-Wagon. I want to have peace.
I mean, you can.
I want to have peace of mind in
You can't
Dubai.
be your own sugar baby, though.
But see, that one we have to work for it. It's different.
It's different.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's people who have it
But-
now.
But you don't know if even in that G-Wagon they have peace of mind.
It's true.
But how about you not having peace of mind and not being in a G-Wagon?
Peace of mind. Lack of peace of mind in Danfo.
You know, people are stressing you on the road. Meanwhile, I mean, I get it. She just got a golden shower and then they give her a wig afterwards. Cool. That's great, you know, but I'm not trying to do all that. You know, I don't want to. What you said, golden shower? y'all know what a golden shower is, right? It's like, Chidera.
They pee on somebody's daughter.
Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to do all that for a Birkin bag. I'm not trying to do all that just so I can say I'm catching flights, no feelings. I don't want to do all that. Yeah. You know, I just want to be able to, like, work and then flex. But the flexing part is like, it's taking long. You know? The flexing part is taking a minute for me. So I do envy these sugar babies that they're able to just like shut everything else off and just do it.
Okay, so why do you feel like you cannot be a sugar baby if you envy them?
My ambition is too high. Like I think I'm very much someone like who wants to work. Like I like my work. Do you know what I mean? I like what I do.
Yeah, because it brings me to the point of me saying, okay, what if there's something that you have that they're lacking and they wish that they had? That's what I'm asking you. So
yeah, but I also wish I had.
I mean, so if you really envy them, nothing is really stopping you. So why are you not doing it? Because you just know that there's something that you have.
It's Baba God. Baba God. It's
Whatever
Baba
it
God.
is, no matter how little, you just know that there's something.
Yeah.
That you just know that you might lose if you become a sugar baby.
And it's morals, man.
So if that's what's holding you down, then it's worth it.
I know it's more.
For sure, it's definitely
Are you sure it's really worth it though? Some ladies, they still got like their second house in Banana.
You
know.
But you know what? It really, you see. Okay, so I'm gonna shake the table a little bit. We always kind of like picture, like I think Dami when she speaks, it's like worst case scenario, golden showers. But not everybody that's a sugar baby is actually subject to maltreatment. Not everybody that's a sugar baby is just used and abused and thrown away like a used tissue. You know what I'm saying? Some people that are sugar babies are actually treated quite well. Some people are genuinely like cared for, and I'm not just talking about in the physiological sense. I'm like mentally, like men actually care about them. And when you look at that, then you're like, is it so bad? No, it's really not. It's just about finding the right fit.
Bibi, are you considering it? Because the way you talk, have you done your research?
It's no, but when you think about it though, it makes sense. Not every man is just after peeing on a woman.
Yeah.
Honestly, not every man is just after wham bam, thank you ma'am, on your way. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord spit you. Some men will be like, you know what, babe, let's go grab breakfast after. What are you doing tomorrow night? Like some men actually just like company. And when you look at it that way, I know that it's not, I'm sure a very small percentage, but it's not just, or it doesn't always have to be the stereotypical like sugar baby. You come through, you get used, you walk. Like it doesn't have to be that all the time.
The affection,
but it can be. It could be an entanglement.
but it just
sugary entanglement.
Most of these sugar daddies are married men.
Yeah, morals. Again, morals. Somebody's husband, somebody's father.
Exactly. How do you somehow think that, okay, when you decide to be a sugar baby to a married man, you'll be treated differently? I mean, if this man made vows to his wife and he's leaving all of that to come and spend a few dollars on you, because at the end of the day, he takes from you. If you have so much, it's just something
You're
that
just
he's
one
giving
of
out
them.
to you. You're just one of them. So, do you really want to be one of them?
Okay, well, you don't mess with married people.
Yeah,
I feel like
they're
married.
meant to.
Majority of them are married, guys.
Then you go to where they're not married.
Yes, majority of them are married.
There are
Some
some
married.
Honestly, okay.
Some of
guys,
the
let's
richest
look at
are married.
Yeah, but let's also, and then you have sugar babies that are honestly like wives also. Because when you think about it, think about the top 3 rich men in Nigeria. I ain't calling no names because nobody's gonna pick me up in Mopo. But think about them. I'm sure they have their little, their things that are like getting wifey treatment, houses, like cars, like in their name, the whole lot. Do you know what I'm saying? But then that's like looking at one side of it. Honestly, I feel like we need to understand that this whole thing is not as like one-sided. It's not. There's levels to this.
There's levels to this
sugar
shit.
baby shit.
No, there actually is levels to it. Like there's my good friend, in the stew told me one time, about like levels to different girls, like the different pay grades and all of that. And I was just like, huh? Like there's pay grades, or there's girls.
Can
in
we
the
use bad
street
language?
where they're like 5K, 10K. Then there's
shows.
Yes, there's the hair.
There's no shows.
Low shows.
Then there's the
ashowers. And then there's the
runs girls.
There's the runs girls.
Then
there is sugar babies. You know what I'm saying?
So is the is this something you graduate from level 8?
Yeah.
So you at some point,
no, I
now
don't
that
think
you're
so.
considering, at some point, would you want to?
No, some people skip
that.
Yeah, some people skip. I mean, let's say
some people remain on.
No. It's packaging.
It's packaging. People skip. They don't start. Some people they don't start at Olosho level. Some people
Different
start
levels.
at Runs girl. level.
Yeah.
They start at Runs girl, then they get to sugar baby. The Runs girl level, the ones that they're really smart. Do you know? They probably work in a bank. Probably work in the investment area. They probably work with big guys. Do you know what I mean?
And then they meet them.
So they meet the big guys quick and early.
Wow.
So it's like, you know what I mean? They meet big guys early. So they still got their day jobs going. Do you know what I mean? Like, they still got their day jobs, yeah. And then,
Sugar daddy
at night, they got, that's that one
banker
deal that I
by
must
day.
go through. Or God just came with a big, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking about movies. But I have no idea. I'm just literally assuming.
You don't have an idea.
Do you have something to say?
No. God, do I work in the bank?
It's a safe space.
Guys, if I was a sugar baby, I wouldn't be here with
Entertainment money is the worst.
You like your work?
I'd be on my private jet.
Undercover.
Entertainment money.
I know. You just literally said some of them have their day-to-day jobs, and then
Listen to me.
after
I will off your mic.
Undercover.
I will off it.
Mopo come and pick him up because he knows.
No, definitely not. Honestly, I can't imagine it. I can't. I get freaked out. You know, there was a time where I actually physically got freaked out by older men, just because growing up. You know when you go to the family parties, right? All the parties, all the old beds, all the family parties, and then there'll be some uncle somewhere that will just come. Like 14-year-old you're just minding your business, just serving food because your mom forced you to, and then some uncle somewhere try to hold your hand, try to whisper nonsense into your ear.
Wow.
So all of that, like growing up, got me super freaked out by older men. So I was very much like, get away from me.
Why? Did you
Don't
like
talk
have
to
any
me.
experiences?
Oh, I have plenty of experience with older men, like offering stuff. There was one time I was coming home from school. This was in Dublin. Coming home from school, and in my school uniform and everything, right? Huge backpack on me, and there was this man who just like came out and he got off the same bus, and he was just like, excuse me. I had my earphones in, so eventually I heard him, and I was like, yeah. And all of this, I want to be your friend. I want to talk to you. Can I have your number? I need us to get together and all of that. And I was just like,
What?
no, thank you. I'm good, and I kept it pushing. But 1 week later, okay, there I was getting off the bus again. And there I see a woman with her stroller, and a little kid is with her, and a man. But I was behind them getting off the bus. So we were all getting off the bus together. Only for me to turn is this man, his wife, she's pregnant, baby in the pram, and another kid in her hand. And this man with her. And I was just like,
The same man?
the same man. And he looked at me. I looked at him. He looked at me like, please don't ruin my life. Don't ruin my life in this moment. Don't. Like, he was literally staring at me like, do not. And I just laughed and I just kept going. And that, like, stuff like that, that's one of the things that I'm like, I could never.
Okay, but you're thinking about like the gross guy with the family, and okay,
But
think
all
about
of them are gross with families.
No,
a majority.
no. Okay,
Okay, experience. Talk to me.
think about eligible bachelor, never married, no kids, no pot belly, no hairy ears, no long hairs in his nostrils.
Ugh.
Yeah, take away the stereotypical sugar daddy, gross pot belly, hairy ears, that kind of. Take that out of it. Say that you're dealing with the eligible bachelor who takes care of himself, just never settled down because he just was always devoted to his career. He's 50 something or 40 something, I don't know, whatever. And he's rich. He doesn't want anything serious because he knows that his career is too demanding. So he wants to give you some sort of gratification by giving you things physically because he cannot be there physically.
Yeah.
Are you still feeling the same way? That's another
That's
angle.
the story, though.
What?
Are you telling the story?
Are you telling a story?
Because I've lived
Has
in
that
New York,
happened
like, you
to
see
you?
everything.
Has that happened to you?
In New York, I've met a lot of people when I lived there, and I've also like a lot of like girls and obviously like men, and I've met some girls who have had this happen, and it's like they don't go out with the intention of I'm gonna bag me a sugar daddy. No, they go out to a bar, they meet a really handsome older man. They call them silver foxes, where it's like they got silver hair and they're like slick like foxes. No endorsement. Yeah, but they you know what I mean. But they look good, and it just happens to be a thing. And they actually gel, they text. They're just not consistent because they can't be because of career reasons. So he's not gross looking, keeps himself well, penthouse in Manhattan, all the money in the world, just no time for you really. And he compensates by buying you things and giving you money. Then we're taking it from sugar daddy relationship in the stereotypical sense. We're bringing in a new
Sugar
shedding a new
entanglement.
light.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Sugar
but
entanglement.
You can call it that, but honestly, it's still sugar daddy
It's-
sugar.
yeah.
It's still the same thing, like really, but it seems less gross now
Because
he's not
single.
married, he's not gross, he's single, he's hot. So is it only gross when they're ugly or unattractive? Let's say.
Another angle. I'll put it to the
And
floor.
comment. But yeah, is it only
Is
gross
it only
when
gross
they're
when they're...
right?
I mean, I'll still not do that because I am a lover girl. So if you don't have my time, it just
No.
just doesn't cut it for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather your time much.
So
than
time over money.
Yeah, actually.
Princess is like, no.
No, I mean, why? There can be time and money though.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
true.
I'd rather time and money than
Then just
No
money,
time,
no time.
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Princess. Same thing.
Yeah.
No, you got it because you're just like, And you have a million things to say, but you just
No.
You wouldn't. Have you had that situation? Have a man ever approached you?
Yeah.
Like older men.
Yeah.
And what was the scenario like?
They start, I want to be friends with you, and next, okay. I had a DM, like someone DM me, and the guy's like, literally, you've had several. He's like, will you be my sugar baby? I'll pay you $15 a week. You won't do anything.
That sounds like a scam.
It's
Yeah.
like
That sounds like
Send me the money
What
first.
do you take for ritual? No. Don't send me any money. Collect money, you turn to yam. No.
Yeah.
Like he literally just sugar daddy wants to send you a message. Like it just pops from my phone. I'm like,
What?
Yeah,
A
on
random
Twitter.
person
You
will
never
just
see them?
see
Sugar Daddy 561 wants to
I'm
DM.
telling you, it's like
You
I
haven't.
don't need
Guys, I've
anything
never
from
seen-
you.
I don't want
Check your
any-
on-
I'll pay
$5,000
you.
a
Give
month.
off fuck off vibes.
What are you?
No,
Because
check
I've never
your-
gotten any of that.
Check your unread messages on Twitter. It's
It'll
together.
definitely be there. Sugar daddy definitely wants to send you
sugar
a
daddy,
message.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually did get a DM on Instagram of some man, and I was like, "Is this a sugar daddy?" I don't know, but he commented on my story, right? But it was in my request, so I was only like trying to delete a
scrolling.
bunch of stuff. So I just saw it, and it was just like, "Oh, you know, you're doing well. Like, you know,
That's how
you've been
they start.
you've been doing
That's how
so
they
well. I've
start.
been checking your story for a while. You've been doing amazing. You know, give me a call whenever you want to." So I clicked on his page and I saw some agbada. I saw politics. I said, "Ha!" I literally was like, am I being hit on my sugar daddy right now? I was just like, I just deleted the message. I was like, I don't even know what this is. Saw pictures of him and his wife, everything. I was like, this is shameless.
Why? Like why?
Shameless.
Yeah,
man.
not all, but most of them.
But you know what? Also, I've heard of my guy friends being sugar babies.
No, shamelessly.
My
stories that I'm like able to tell you, it's mostly like the other way, which is like, guys, I'm not even joking. Like wealthy, rich, single women, particularly in New York. It's actually been the other way.
some of the guys in here are nodding their heads like they've been sugar babies. You've been sugar babies? Nobody? No. I think there's some
More
more.
of the sugar baby.
other way around.
Yeah, the other way.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
you've heard of guys being sugar babies?
Yeah, Sarah.
Who? Really?
It's like
So in not
you
Lagos,
think your boyfriend not running off with another man.
Really?
That's what usually.
I want Bobrisky. Set down.
Literally what you should be scared of.
Wait, young men doing the most?
I mean, we've been you though. We've been you though, D. We've been you. You know, it goes down in the Federal Capital Territory.
Oh, damn. You know what? I've heard about that. A lot of politicians in this world dabbling in a little bit of all of that.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Dabbling in a lot of that. And I'm like, But, you know, that's a story for another day. I mean, I think that's why, you know, there's some people popping off on the gram that are great sugar babies. But yeah, I've heard a lot of guys tell me that, you know, let's say they want to get an endorsement deal or they want to do, like even a guy friend of mine who's in the corporate world and, you know, he wanted to get hired for a job and his boss was a female. And she pretty said, you're going to get on your knees and you're going to suck this pee. You're going to suck this pee or else you're not getting this job. Like, wow. Okay, she said, this wet ass pussy, you're going to suck.
That's crazy.
And he did, He did it.
That's crazy.
My guy did it. He said
Men
he'd
don't
do
really
it again.
attach so much sentiment onto
He said
this
he'd do it
thing
again.
now. We've got some men in the room. Show of hands really quickly for the men that we have in the room. Would you have a problem with, you know, do you attach so much sentiment onto, you know, sexual favors for benefits? Show of hands real quick.
No.
They don't. All right. So we've
Depends on
got
the
three
benefits.
men and they're all just... We've got three men in the room right now and they're all shaking their head vigorously like they don't care. They're going to go down and talk on a whap.
All right.
For some benefits. It's good to know that you guys have no dignity.
Is it us that's the problem that we put too much
gender.
into it?
I think
And it's society. Society has made it look like if a woman does certain things, she's less of a woman. But if he's a man, he's a king.
Right.
So they take pride in doing all these things.
You're right. You're right. Men, like when men do it, it's like a glory
It's not-
thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I did that.
It's like
did
a man
this,
sleeping
oh.
with
So I
5
think-
women is like, oh wow, he's the king. He's
Yeah.
and then
What
a
if a-
woman sleeping is like, she's a whore, and like, I'm done. Like, oh,
Do you
I've
know
been
what?
there.
I actually genuinely believe that men are the gossipers, not women. Men are the ones who are
gossip.
chatting
They
shit.
do the most.
They do the most. I feel like when guys, when they actually have sexual relations, okay, when they sleep with someone, I feel like they come back to their boys and be like, guy, I hit that, and all the boys know, and then they even give their guys permission, quote unquote, to
recommendation,
go
5-star reviews.
yeah, I feel like they give that guy another like permission to go and deal with someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they do that. I think they do that. They give their guy permission to actually like go and sleep with
Pursue
the same girl or whatever.
They have this.
I mean,
think
I've
they-
seen so many like situations in this Lagos, especially within the entertainment industry in particular, where it's like a guy will move to a girl, and let's say for whatever reason she gives in because she likes him and she's entitled to,
Yeah.
right? He then sees that as, oh, she's loose, my boy, go ahead. And then, he essentially recommends her to the whole squad.
Yeah.
And each of them go trying. And before you know it, she's like wondering what's going on. Like, why are everybody... And she
Yeah.
won't know. So she's going to maybe get to know another person. Maybe they do all the right things.
and
say all the
especially
right
when they don't
things.
even know that those guys are friends.
Yeah.
You know, that be happening. These streets are wild, man.
Streets are cold.
The cold ass streets.
But you
man.
never answered my questions. Would you consider it if you were dealing with like let's just say a single Will Smith in this Lagos?
You know what?
House in Banana. It's Will Smith. So think Will Smith single, obviously successful. The brain that Will Smith has. House in Banana. The money's long.
I do love me some Will Smith.
like his schlong.
schlong. Yeah.
Schlong is long.
Yeah.
Like the money.
Yeah. You know what? I think I would, but I'll go with Chidera on that. I like affection. I'm a serial cuddler. Like,
He'll cuddle you when he's there.
yeah,
but-
when he's there, but I'm a
But I
serial
need you to
cuddler.
always be there.
I need you to be there. I need you to
So
be
are you
present.
guys actually saying that you cannot detach emotions? Like you cannot say to yourself, like, you know what? I'm
you
going to enjoy him for what it is, which is like just right now.
Well, you're wasting.
And,
Whose
like,
time
walk
are you
away.
wasting? His or yours?
Yeah,
You're wasting your
you're
time,
wasting
sis.
time. though.
Actually, it doesn't.
No, if you're
in my
looking for your
opinion,
affection, if you're looking for a relationship, maybe a younger me, yes. What was I doing when I was 22, 23? No problem.
But who's putting pressure on you at your age?
No,
Nobody.
but me, I am. I know what I want.
Yeah,
I know what
you
goals
have
I want to
goals.
achieve at
Fine,
what
yeah.
time. So right now, I'm not looking to right now. It's time wasting for me. I'm not catching crews anymore. I ain't for the streets no more. I don't want to do that. Like the streets, there's no love in these streets. So I'm not
But
trying
what's
to
to
just
stop you from
chill and
like
go
dating
on.
this Will Smith character that lives in Banana?
If he doesn't want
and-
anything serious, it's
Hold
not
on.
about the money.
You're dating him, right? And you're seeing him when he's in town. So
Mm-hmm.
he's in town maybe once every month or two, and you see him and you hang out, and he
But is
he
he
takes
committed
care
to
of
you?
you. He's not committed
Well,
to you,
then
and you're
what's
not
the
committed
point?
to him. That's the thing.
what I
So
won't
you get
do.
to see somebody else. What's stopping you from
But what's the
entertaining Will
point
Smith?
of seeing somebody else?
Because you're looking for
So if you're
commitment,
going
and Will
to-
Smith
if
can't
you're-
give it to you.
So then
But you
why
have a
deal
vibe
with Will Smith?
Because you have a
Then-
vibe with Will Smith, and Will Smith is like giving you something.
Vibes end.
Vibes and money.
Then you don't have a commitment with the other person. though.
this. She
No, I'm
she's
wondering,
down
like,
for this.
what is actually the problem here? Like, what is actually
But if you
stopping
can still see the so-called Will Smith, it means you don't have a commitment with the other person.
Yeah, because are you gonna be serious with the
you
other
know, the
person?
other person
Clearly, you're
becomes-
still like
You're
two
still
Will
vibing
Smith.
with two
yeah,
people.
You're still vibing with both of
until
them.
the other person, because I mean, everybody, we all go
still
through
time
this like
wasting.
situation before we enter a relationship. So the situationship can stem from like it depends on the people, really. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months. So in those 3 months, let's just say you're still vibing with Will Smith. Will Smith is still taking care of you, and then you're also vibing with freaking Demeji from down the road. You know what I'm saying? If Demeji from down the road isn't ready to commit, what's stopping you from vibing with Will Smith? For me,
Another angle. You kind of right.
you have to. I think as women, I think we definitely attach too much sentiment onto this, and that is why we are the ones that hurt ourselves. Men will let us know from jump. This is what it is. This is what it is. Now, if we learn to use what we have to our
Feminine
advantage,
wilds.
we use our feminine. And this doesn't even mean sleeping with a man. Like honestly and truly, we forget how powerful we are as women, and the kind of brain that we have, and how we can manipulate certain situations to our favor without using our bodies. If we're able to use that to our advantage more, we hella dangerous.
That's true.
Hella dangerous.
Bibi has.
And Java's shaking his head up.
He's like, yo, you right. But would you guys? I just think, okay, for me, for right now, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Just because
of where you are right now.
Where I am in my life
100%
right now,
sense.
career-wise, everything, I just don't think I would. Because even if I get all these things from this particular guy, I'm the one who has to look at myself and be like, all this stuff, I didn't earn it. I just got, and people will still talk. Think about it. Some women these days, as big as they are, as famous as they are, as successful as they are, they will still bring them down. Like, isn't she the same girl that got XYZ from this man and that man? And I cannot. I could never.
You don't want your name attached.
I can never. I want everything I've worked for to be mine, and nobody can come and chat shit to me later.
Yeah.
It depends on who you're dealing with, I think. Because there are some people,
Things
obviously, like if we look at like
always get
politicians and stuff. No, let's look at like Nigeria in particular. Do we know any of Dangote's girlfriends?
Yes, I do one.
Okay, because you're like maybe in the... Like,
Nope, not because people talk, bruv. People talk. Like, if it's
Dangote
not...
isn't telling anybody.
Dangote isn't telling anybody, but
It's
people
gonna be
are
her.
seeing. Like, he has to go somewhere with her. Unless he's in a hotel room at all times. Even when he leaves that room, the girls live in the same room. People are going to see. Like, last, it will get out. And us as females, we always find out, do we not?
Okay, somehow, what if Dangote is actually telling people and he's not telling us?
He's telling his boys.
He's telling his guys.
He's telling his sons.
You know,
he's telling
his
everybody.
guys have their own girls that they'll probably just
Not to say that
this is
Dangote
my
has
friend, or just
girlfriends.
maybe
We're not
also
saying
know.
that.
example.
Allegedly, by the way.
No, I'm not alleging anything. I don't know nothing.
It's
We're
true.
just using the name, not the person.
Yeah, just as an example. But like,
Status.
there is people like who are bragging about it, and guy friend again. My guys, man, they be giving me the 411. It's an
Trash.
ego trip for guys. Like for them, pussy is pussy, but it's an ego trip for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they literally like just so they can say they fucked this particular girl. Like
and then it's like, whoa, how you do it? Like,
they just and
make you feel
they
like
can
the
only do that if
star.
they share. They're not gonna keep that trip to themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I paid X amount for this girl and I got it and I did all this. They're not gonna keep that to themselves. They're gonna tell the boys like, yo, this happened. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's friends.
I mean, I feel as though like I agree. I think it depends, but I also think that there's more than just receiving money. You know, as a sugar baby, I would think if I was anybody's sugar baby, it's not about money. It's not about what you can give me. It's about the connections that I can get. It's about the wisdom, the people that I can. It's
You're
like
smart. You're a smart
I
sugar
think
baby.
that's
Like-
friendship though. Like when it becomes sugar baby, it means there's sugar.
Yeah, you
So
gotta
if you're
give a
talking
little
about
nookie-nookie.
connections or what you just genuinely and just share like on a platonic level, then it's
But
friendship.
is it bad if there's a mutual sexual attraction?
I mean, if he looks like Idris Elba,
I
don't
Will
think
Smith,
so,
think
then-
about it. Is it bad if you
If he looks like Idris Elba,
how
what
he
do you think?
looks and he likes how you look?
They're still old for me though. I'll still see them as old.
yeah.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I'll say it straight. Idris Elba could get it. He could get it. Like, and he's older. Like, he's what? Almost 50.
Will Smith could get it.
Will Smith is past 50.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely no.
No?
No.
Will
But
Smith
you just said Will, so who?
Who would be that person?
Is it somebody in Nigeria?
No. Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba as well.
That's too amazing.
For you?
For who, me?
Yeah. Nobody? You're lying. You are actually lying. No, Chidera, you're lying. Tell the truth.
I'll have to start thinking because there's nobody that'll just
Come off the top of your mind. Idris Elba could get it. He married or whatever, but he could get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he'd be it for me. But I don't think on a realistic level, honestly, it's too much headache for me.
Okay, who?
Yeah.
It's too much headache for me. 1 minute you're in town, 1 minute not. So when I'm even trying to build something with someone else, especially when you pop in at random, it's not like there's a steady situation going on. So imagine I'm trying to be serious with someone. I will be tempted to go back to you and meet up with you whenever you're in
'cause,
town,
at the end of the
because
day,
you're coming at random,
Yeah,
right?
you're coming-
And then I
yeah.
start getting used to the stuff you give me,
give
quote
me.
unquote, all of that. So then mentally, women, we do it, man. We start mentally
Attach-
nesting for the person, like,
I don't
and we
think
don't
attaching emotions.
100% let the other person in, unless you can do the whole
So
relationship.
emotional.
No, I
Act
think
a lot
no.
on emotions,
To be
and that's
honest,
why when
we
they want
say,
to be
we
bad,
always say, "Oh, we're
it's
so emotional,
bad.
we can detach." All of that, but
No.
we always prioritize who we want to prioritize. We always do. Facts. We always prioritize who we want to prioritize, who we want to be
My
seen in
thing
public with,
is-
who we give our time to.
Totally. And I don't doubt that. But my thing is, if you know that this is what it is, me and Will Smith, this is as far as it goes, I actually like spending time with him. I like the person he is. For now, it's mutually beneficial. What's so bad about it?
Okay, but what if you? That's what I'm trying to say is, what if you start getting serious with someone
somebody
else?
else.
Okay,
Are
then
you
you
gonna
drop Will Smith.
But it's
But
gonna be. It's not that easy
It's
because
not that easy to just
you
drop
you
him.
have good
But I
vibes.
feel like
weird.
it varies though.
But what
I
if you have
agree.
good vibes? You have good sex.
But he's not committed to you,
And-
you're ready to commit.
But he
so
gives
when
you
you're
all this
ready,
money.
yeah, okay. But when you're ready to commit,
you-
you have
when
to
you want to
decide
be serious,
money
you
or
will be
commitment.
serious.
You think?
You make the decision and you make peace with it within yourself. And then
varies.
you
You
move.
think?
Yeah, it
You don't think it'll
varies.
get messy?
Because sometimes
It
it's not
depends.
just the money; it can just be company.
Exactly.
So it goes beyond. You can just be company, and if this person's everything, but maybe sitting together, you can't have like a very good conversation, and just that person that did not give you anything just gives you a good conversation. Is really, it can get really messy.
You gotta weigh it up. You
can
literally,
get-
whatever it is, you
whatever
need to
you
weigh
want.
it up,
Yeah.
make your
Yes.
decision.
Okay, this is
Just do it.
Eventually, yeah, but it's not as easy as you're making.
I
it
feel
out.
like you're
Yeah.
personalizing it.
That, but you have to. I mean, it's your
But-
personal life.
Honestly, because if you know from the jump that this person belongs to the streets,
But guys, how many times have we been in situations with someone that we know he belongs to the streets, but you still fall? No, please. Think
From
about
a
it.
lover girl, yeah, a lover
Think
girl.
about it.
No.
How many times have you been in a situationship with someone you
Yo.
know he's for the streets and you still fall for him?
yeah. But how many times have you also been in a situation
mean-
with somebody that you know is for the streets and you keep them there? Like they for the streets,
Okay.
so you keep them outside the gates.
Or
They're on your streets.
They're on the
But
bench.
they're outside the gates.
Bench niggas, Abi.
Okay,
You know what
one
I'm
is playing on the court, one's on the bench.
Reference to this Big Brother thing and Kid Wire saying, "I am just flirting with you."
Yeah.
But Erica will still go back. Like, I know you're flirting with me. I know it will end in tears.
But here I
I
am.
want to.
I die here. And then she'll go and tell Leko, "I'm attracted to you emotionally. I'm attracted
Yeah,
to you
she see what
mentally."
she's doing.
Wait,
Yada yada
she's
yada
doing with
yada
that.
yada yada. But
I don't really
she's
watch
going
the
right
show.
back.
She's keeping Lakon on the bench. You know why? Because she knows that Kid right now is like the MVP. Let's use football. Kid right now is like the Ronaldo, right? So he's shooting, he's scoring, he's the star, he's good looking. Lakon is good or reliable on the bench. So the minute that Ronaldo Kid gets an injury, gets off the pitch, Lakon, you're up, plays. And that's exactly what she's doing. It's like it's typical human nature, isn't it? Like you want to keep somebody there, even though you know that
You know
you're
that it's
not
not
really,
fair
they're not
person.
like
And
your
then this
star
is in the
player.
house. So you know that, okay, if this person's out of the house, I mean, you can have, but it's the outside world. It's different when it's in the outside world. It's not a matter of, okay, this person's out of the house, so I have a reason to say, okay, this is the reason why. And then this person is just outside. I'm not with my phone. I can't communicate with this person.
Let me get this straight. So everyone here, like, I mean, I think initially you guys started with, I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't get a sugar daddy. But now, since we've analyzed everything,
Bibi changed everybody.
it's looking like everyone it doesn't mind it, you know,
Entanglement.
an entanglement with a sugar
I am
daddy.
saying, no, I would not.
actually
still
wouldn't
that's what
do
I'm
it.
saying. I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as easy
Like,
to
it
get
has-
detached. It's,
Yeah,
not
that's-
as easy as you're making it out to be.
Yeah.
It's not as easy.
Princess,
It's
final.
not. It's actually not.
It's not
Because she'll
that.
talk, she'll talk
I
to
won't.
Kidwire and then she'll go talk
She'll
to
go
Leko
here, like-
and then there was a video. There was a clipper. So I think I don't know if she was
He's
upset with
very-
him, but it just looked like she was trying to get off the bed and then he just touched her and he's like, and she just it's like you don't know, like you clearly know that
It's
this
not-
guy
yeah, it's
he
not
said
possible.
I am flirting
I am
to, like
done.
you know that this person is no good for me, but
Yeah.
you can't help
That's
yourself.
my thing. That's what I said. In my age, like where I am right now, nah. Like I don't want no unnecessary nonsense. That's for me. Bibi,
So
you
to
seem like you would definitely. You have argued for this
Honestly,
all night.
the
You
funny
are
thing
definitely
is-
team sugar daddy. Yes, you are.
I'm team whatever makes you happy. I'm team gratification.
You're
If it gives you gratification,
You are problematic.
That's fine.
You are problematic. For me, I don't think I would do it right now. But if I was younger and it was that scenario, if it was an Idris Elba and I was younger and he was single, absolutely, probably would have done it. But we'll never know, shall we? So it is what it is. But you know what? Thank you guys so much for coming through. I think that pretty much wraps it up tonight. It's been ladies' night and we've been talking about sugar babies, sugar daddies, and daddy issues and all of that. But so thank you guys so much for coming through. Just and say what your handles are so people can, reach out to you and follow you and whatnot. Shameless plug.
It's Queen Darerah, but it is spelled Darerah. So a lot of people say Darerah or Darerah, but it's actually pronounced Queen Darerah.
Queen Darerah. Okay.
So it's like dare, like I dare you, and like Darerah. I don't know that makes sense, but like just
Okay,
whatever.
mine is at Princess Odio.
Okay.
Mine is at BB_Raii. That's BIBIO_RAII.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming through. It has been the Takeover with Dami Oke. And my handle is Dami_OKE. Make sure you follow us on waveradio.live. That's it from us, and good night. This is your one-stop shop to all things good music. You're listening to Wave Radio.